My name is Minta Johnson. Today, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Sonia Anderson. Sonia is a meditation teacher and also an expert in sound healing, intuitive energy healing, crystal healing, and shamanic healing. Sonia, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So today, I really just wanted to talk, I'll get to know you a bit and talk more about sort of the holistic healing that you do, your path towards it and to it. And I'd like to start by asking you, when did you start learning about these forms of alternative therapy?
I first started energy healing or Reiki probably in my early 20s, but I didn't really properly delve into it all until probably about 6 years ago. And I did that because it just really helped me, and I've got quite a chaotic mind, and at the best of times, high stress levels. I went on a retreat and I sort of come back from the retreat and really felt the benefits and the difference in myself. So I decided that I wanted to go and explore it further. So sound's what I generally work with most of the time, and I've been doing that now for about 6 years.
Okay, tell me about sound healing then. Explain a bit about what it is and what the benefits that you've experienced and that clients of yours have sort of told you that they've experienced.
Well, sound healing's been around. The gong has been around, I think goes back to like 16 BC. So it's been around for a really long time. And I'd probably say for the last about 60 years, there's been lots of science around the different benefits of sound healing. Personally, with me, to have a space where I can just switch off and just let go of my worries, even for 5-10 minutes, is amazing transformation in how you feel in yourself. But the different frequencies that come through from the gong, they're producing different hormones in the body. So the gong, especially the therapeutic sounds that's coming through them, is producing feel-good hormones. So endorphins are getting released in the body. People that I work with, they're going for a really hard time and, at their lows. So to have something that can take away that sort of feeling, and I generally have clients, I suppose, that come into my classes and, they're feeling really low or they've had a really hard day, and to be able to walk out feeling more positive and that you can handle this and you've got this and you know that you can do this, that's a really rewarding feeling and experience to have. There's many health benefits behind sound healing, and one of them, the main one, is our mental health, because generally our brains are telling us negative stuff, a very large percentage. I think it's like 88% negative thoughts are going into our heads. And, we generally, life isn't easy. And to have something that you can have some positivity into how you're feeling is really important.
I think especially like now in the sort of the state of the world today, having that positivity, especially now, is you're right, so important. And I think the idea of being able to meditate, being able to take that time out for yourself, I'd be really interested to know for our audience as well, if can you do sound healing? Can you listen to that online? And will it?
Yeah, people use it as a meditation tool. It's a lot easier than meditation. There's so many people that I work with that really struggle with meditation. And, there's so many different forms of meditation out there. To be able to switch off is the end goal. And it's really easy because all you're doing is listening to really unusual sounds. It's not music that we would listen to on the, that we'd ever be able to resonate with. It's not a sound that we would understand. But while it's happening, it's, our brain is communicating with the instruments. All our cells and organs are communicating with the instruments. So when we're not feeling good in ourselves, we all have a unique vibration. Everything has a vibration, a frequency. And when we're not feeling positive in ourselves or good in ourselves, when we're feeling really low, parts of the body becomes out of sync for the rest of the body. So we're not vibrating as one, as how we should be. And what happens is the gongs and all the instruments that I use, they're retraining the brain for your whole frequency to vibrate at once. So that's where you get this very blissful and very grounded and balanced, very positive sort of feeling after you do it. And as I said, it's really easy to do because you can listen to, there's so many people that are producing, I mean, it's gone crazy in London, a gong bath over the last few years. And there's so many people that you can download CDs and you can stream them online. So you can use that. And I do strongly advise it to the guys that I work with at the rehabs that I work with when they leave, for them to go and download something, and they can do some breath work, and then beforehand, and then they listen to that, and it's a lot easier to meditate because you're just listening to really unusual sounds. You don't know what's coming next. You don't have somebody's voice, and obviously somebody's voice is really quite important as well when you're doing a meditation. So you just go on this journey with these different just different frequencies, which is really amazing.
That's really great that you said that as well, especially when you sort of reference the work that you do with the rehabs and the fact that they can use this. This is a continuous part of their recovery. Then you can sort of show them, like open the door for them. And then if they realize the benefits whilst they're there at rehab, at iCAAD, then they can go home and continue this as they're part of their aftercare.
I mean, and generally I would say most of them will come and they're pessimistic and they've got no idea and they're like, what's all this nonsense? But by the time they leave, they're total converts and they're just blown away by it. And there was a lot of them that go looking into it. I mean, it's one of the favourite classes at iCAAD because it's just allowing them to connect with themselves and and disconnect, if that makes sense. So yeah, they can go out. Obviously, if you go to a class, there's more benefits there, as in the healing properties that are going on a physical level in your body. So yeah,
because I've been to a gong bath and a couple of them, and I think physically being there, I mean, you definitely, there's a sense of, you talk about these vibrations and you really feel like when you're that close to the instrument. And also I think the group collective of people and the energy that sort of is in the room, and that potentially I didn't know about those vibrations and that, I suppose, shifts that are happening during the class. I think you probably do get a lot more out of that from when you are with other people. But I think it's good to be able to perhaps, have your one class a week or two classes a week or whatever that you go to physically. But this is something that is a tool for your toolbox that you can have whenever, online.
Exactly. And when you're having a hard day, I mean, one of the things that I do really push with the classes that I do at iCAAD is, that how important the breath is, and after the breath to get you into that relaxed state, then how important it is to be able to just switch off and just give yourself a bit of time as well. It's really hard managing our emotions on a day-to-day. So to have a place where you can sort of disconnect and just, there's a real blissful feeling that you feel.
I mean, it sounds, as I said, I have experienced it and I've loved it every time I really have loved it. And so for any of our audience that haven't experienced a gong bath, I wholeheartedly recommend that you do. Thank you so much for your time today, Sonia. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Lovely to speak to you.
Very soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. My name is Araminta Johnson, and you have just joined me at the most recent iCAAD iTalks. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you and my guests here today. If you'd like to access any other resources, you can do so at www.icaad.com. Thank you and see you all soon.